So they managed to put out a patch today that fixed the bandwidth issue, and it's honestly night and day. It's hard for me to put into words how bad the game felt to play this past week, but I'm really glad they managed to fix it. There is some still lingering issues, but it definitely feels a lot better. And I do have a match here just to kind of show you guys just how much better it feels. Starting out, we have a pretty big brawl on the initial sun point here, and we're on the gauntlet. And I'm trying to do it my best to just dodge damage and look for an opening to see where I can be of help here. And I noticed that these DPS players are trying to target my healers, so I'm going to go ahead and try to peel for them the best that I can. So we get some assistance. Me and this other Great Axe and Hammer player are going to just go ahead and try to peel the best that we can. I don't have my parry up and I'm in a combo, so I don't have the ability to dodge the stun. We take a pretty nasty hit from his heavy there, so we jump into our entomb just to negate the rest of the damage. We managed to land the parry, get a beautiful backstab into the evade combo there, and we managed to finish off that player and successfully essentially keeping our healers alive, which allowed us to finish off most of the players and secure this midpoint here. But I'm really happy that they were able to get a patch out as fast as they were, because the game really was unenjoyable to play. But we jump out onto the point here to see if we can finish anybody else off. I jump onto the healer. He gets taken out by a hail of musket fire. And then we just go ahead and see if we can find another target. I'm just trying to see if we can target all of the healers here. And you see this next healer is kind of talking to his team, probably asking for help at mid here. But I'm trying to put my pressure into him. We're doing a good job of keeping our movement up while we're being aggressive. So we're dodging the enemy musket fire as well. But he kind of walks back into our shower, and then we put in a bunch of damage with our team, and we're able to take him out there and get a beautiful execute with the ice spike there. But yeah, the game just feels so good to play again, and I'm really happy about it. A little bit later in the match, we have a Baron fight here, and I end up switching to my Fire Staff to get a feel for that weapon now that the game feels better again. So we go ahead and we jump onto this brawl here, we throw a pillar, and then we switch to the Rapier, put a ton of damage into that first player, and then the healer as well, so we're able to finish off those two players right away there. I'm trying to do my best to land and incinerate on this mage here, but he does a good job of avoiding the damage. But you're going to see this ends up being a pretty wild fight, because we do end up losing Baron, but like I said, with the game feeling good again, I'm able to actually move how I'm used to. We get a nice pick off there with the burnout through the enemy's players there, but we're going to end up having to try and dodge as much as we can. I kind of fat finger my evade there, so I cancel my own parry, so we get hit by the stun. We take quite a bit of damage, so I'm trying to just see if I can buy a little bit of time until my consumables and potions come up. And we go ahead and we make our way back towards Baron, because the boss is still up, but you see there's quite a few enemies here left on the map. We throw in a pillar, get a really nice finish there on one of the low health players in the middle of that fight. I go ahead and try to switch to this other player to save our teammate, but he does go down. So I apply some spacing here as this Great Axe player jumps onto us. I'm stuck in the well, so I just kind of commit to an incinerate. We get the fortify, so it doesn't do as much damage to us. But we're taking quite a bit of pressure, so I burn out back through these players. And once again, just try to buy some time to get some consumables and hopefully our teammates to show up to this fight. But a lot of them kind of end up not showing up. We do a really good job of evading that hammer stun there, and then we try to go ahead and push back onto the fight, because like I said, the boss is still up, and we're going to try to go ahead and secure that kill. So I jump onto the healer, but I spot these two mages to the left here kind of putting some pressure into me. So I land a pretty nice pillar, jump into an incinerate. We almost finish him off, but I kind of get hit by his and we take a lot of damage. So I'm kind of forced to retreat. I chug a potion, we burn out through, get the finish off on the mage. The enemy team does secure Baron, but I'm going to go ahead and just try to see if I can survive here. We get hit and we're trying to dodge, but we're down to 100 health. Manage to land the parry, stun the player, flashe away, or evade, excuse me. Somehow dodge all of those attacks and get out of the Baron pit, and we managed to land the potion, but an insane fight on the fire staff there, and we managed to escape with our life. And then a little bit later in the match, I switch back to my Ice Gauntlet, and I make my way onto the point, and I'm going to go ahead and just skirt the back line and see if I can pick off the healers here. We land a pretty good spike on one, but we do take a bit of pressure from these two DPS here, so I'm going to go ahead and disengage just to make sure I don't get bursted right away. We land a shower, and we're able to get a potion, and we're topped back to full. So I switch my attention back to the healers, but the one there seems to be pretty hard to lock down. But I noticed that they trap these enemies in the shower. We jump over, put a ton of damage into that first player, finish off the healer as well, so we have 2 down. I switched my attention to the second healer here, switch to my gauntlet, land a beautiful spike, switch back to the rapier, get a very, very nice combo off there, able to track him down and finish him off with that ice spike combo. And we switch our attention back to the rest of the enemy players there. But with the 2 main healers down, it is a pretty much free fight for us to secure the point there. We kind of get caught in a meat grinder, and I almost get taken out, but we just barely evade and make it back onto the point. Get a couple of heals from our teammates, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find a little bit of a smaller fight out on the point here. So we jump into a 1v1 with this rapier bow player, and he's doing a pretty good job of evading our damage, but the brute kind of comes and interrupts the fight. But as you guys can tell, it just feels so much better to be able to move and cast and expect your abilities to go off when they do. But noticing that I'm not able to lock down this bow player because he has some pretty good movements, I jump back onto the point here because they're making another push. We go ahead and see if we can land a shower. We get a beautiful catch on 3 players there, finish them off, and just with the buffs that Rapier got, when we're able to catch people in the shower, it's almost a guaranteed kill because of how much free damage you get. But really enjoying this patch that they fixed a lot of these issues. I'm glad that I'm able to reliably play PvP, to be honest. So I'll be getting back to uploading and doing commentaries of the like. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.